Today, you're going to learn English with the news. We're going to read a news article together. Welcome back to JForrest English. Of course, I'm Jennifer. Now, let's get started.
First, I'll read the headline. Tiger Woods and Nike are splitting up. So, of course, we have golfer Tiger Woods, and we're talking about the brand Nike. Notice that pronunciation, Nike. 2 syllables, Nike. Tiger Woods and Nike are splitting up. What does this mean, to split up? Well, this is most commonly used in romantic relationships to say that the romantic relationship is ending. We're splitting up. We're no longer going to be in a romantic relationship. Of course, in this context, it's a business relationship. So you can use it in a business relationship, although know that it's most commonly used in romantic relationships. I made that note for you. Now, for a specific business expression, you could use parting ways. So to part ways, and then as you can see, this is conjugated in the present continuous because it's taking place right now. Tiger Woods and Nike are parting ways. So that would mean end a business relationship. Let's continue on. Tiger Woods has broken up with Nike. Okay, this specifically is with romantic relationships. So here the article chose to use vocabulary that's specific to romantic relationships. But for you, because it really does depend on context and the tone, I wouldn't use this unless you're extremely confident you're using it correctly, because it is used with romantic relationships. So to break up is when people in a romantic relationship end that relationship. It's another way of saying split up. So again, for this business context, you could say Tiger Woods has parted ways with Nike. Now, it's important to notice that the subject, Tiger Woods, is doing the action, which means Tiger Woods is the one who initiated, who started the breakup. So the end of the relationship. Tiger Woods has broken up with Nike after a 27-year collaboration. So notice 27-year, this is used as an adjective to describe the length of the collaboration, which is why there is no S on year, because we don't make adjectives singular or plural. So their 27-year collaboration. Collaboration, this is another word for partnership. So of course, it's when 2 or more people work together towards a specific goal. 27-year collaboration with the world's largest sportswear company, Nike. The golf legend announced on Monday. So the golf legend being Tiger Woods. He's the one who announced it. Announced their breakup, their parting ways, their separation. Over 27 years ago. So notice here that the sentence begins with quotes, which means that someone is saying these words. And the last person who is mentioned is Tiger Woods. So I know that these words are coming from Tiger Woods. Over 27 years ago, because remember, it was a 27-year collaboration. So here you have the S on year because it is a time reference. It's a noun, and it's a plural noun. Over 27 years ago, I was fortunate to start a partnership. Remember, this is another word for collaboration. Start a collaboration, start a partnership with one of the most iconic brands in the world. Woods wrote on X. Remember, X is Twitter, the new name for Twitter. And iconic, this is an adjective. It describes the brand, Nike. Iconic meaning very popular, very famous. Let's continue on. Woods went on to write that there will certainly be another chapter.
Before we move on, I'd love to tell you about Pace AI,
an English language learning platform that uses artificial intelligence to help you learn from real-world content, such as news articles, like the one we're reviewing right now. Pace's AI helps you learn 5 times faster by giving you personalized practice and real-time feedback with speaking, vocabulary, grammar, and more, all tailored to your level and needs. The best part is that you can learn from topics that are interesting to you and relevant to the real world. You can choose an existing article from the categories such as business, science, or tech, or you can upload any article online simply by entering the link. And now my article's ready to review. Pace AI has an audio feature so you can hear the content read by a native speaker. This will help you improve both your listening skills and pronunciation at the same time. Plus, you can look up the definition of any word as you're reading, so you're also expanding your vocabulary, you're learning correct sentence structure, and you're improving your reading comprehension. If your native language is Spanish, Japanese, or Mandarin, you can use the translation feature for additional support. You can even get personalized feedback on your pronunciation so you know what areas you need to improve. I love this feature. One of my favorite features is the personalized practice. There are engaging and effective exercises to improve your vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, and even spelling. These exercises will help you learn faster and also help you permanently remember everything you learn. And the AI tutor is always available to help you when you have questions or need more personalized support. The AI tutor is available in over 100 languages, so you can get extra support in your native language when needed. I highly recommend Pace AI as an effective and fun way to become fluent in English. And Pace AI is giving all of you a free 7-day trial if you join using my link. Once you've started your trial, you can join my personal class with the class code.
So look in the description for the link to start your free 7-day trial right now. Let's continue with our lesson.
First, let's talk about certainly. This means 100%. If I say, I'm certainly coming to your party, it means I'm 100% coming to your party, so you can be very confident that I'll be there. So if I ask you, will you watch my next YouTube lesson? You can say, I certainly will. So put that in the comments. I certainly will. I certainly will watch your next YouTube video, Jennifer. Now, you could also just put certainly. Will you watch my next YouTube video? Certainly. And I know that you are going to watch it. So put that in the comments. So Tiger Woods said there will certainly be another chapter. Now, you might be more familiar with chapter being a part of a book. A book is made up of different chapters. But in this case, chapter means a specific phase of your life. So you could be in one chapter of your life where you're a student, another chapter where you're a new parent, another chapter where you're a CEO or a manager, and then another chapter where you're retired, and your life can be divided into different chapters or phases. So in this case, Tiger Woods is saying there will certainly be another chapter. So he had this last chapter with Nike, and he's suggesting that there will 100% be another chapter. So another collaboration, another partnership. Nike bid, do you know how to say this in English? Nike bid adieu. So very simple pronunciation compared to the spelling. Nike bid adieu to Woods. So the pronunciation is simply adieu. Now you bid someone adieu. This is simply meaning that you say farewell. So farewell means you say goodbye, but more of a permanent goodbye where you don't know when or if you'll see that person again. And we use this in a more formal way, a literary, poetic, or perhaps theatrical way. It might be used in the context of, let's say, you're at a different chapter of your life. So you're at your retirement party and you're giving your final speech to your coworkers, your company, and since you're retiring, you're not going to see them again. You don't know when or if you'll see them again. So at the very end, you might say, "And I bid all of you adieu." And it's just saying farewell. Now, most likely you will not use this in your speech, but you will likely hear it in poems or stories or movies. So now you know what it means. So now we have quotes again, so we know that someone is saying this. So this is how Nike, the brand, bid adieu, said farewell to Tiger Woods. And this was on Instagram. "Tiger, you challenged your competition, stereotypes, conventions, the old school way of thinking. You challenged the entire institution of golf. You challenged us, and most of all, yourself." So this was their farewell message. This is how they bid Tiger adieu. Popular Swift sneaker brand On Running's CEO Mark Maurer. So notice here we have this apostrophe S. This is to show possession. So the CEO belongs to the brand On Runnings. On Runnings CEO, and this is his name, Mark Maurer, addressing speculation following Woods' departure at Nike. So let's talk about speculation. This is very commonly used. Although it is more of an advanced vocabulary, it's extremely common in news articles and in communication. So you definitely need to know this one. Speculation is a noun, and it's simply when you guess when you're not 100% sure. So the speculation is around Tiger Woods' departure at Nike. So departure means leaving. So Tiger Woods leaving Nike. So if there's speculation, it means people are guessing the reason why Tiger Woods left Nike. Oh, maybe he got a deal with On Running. Oh, maybe he got a deal somewhere else. Oh, maybe he's retiring from golf. Oh, maybe he had a fight with Nike. So people are guessing, but they don't actually know. So it's really important to understand speculation, because if you hear this, you know that the reason is not 100%, is just someone's opinion or someone's guess. So the CEO was addressing speculation following Woods' departure at Nike, told an audience at a conference on Monday that Woods was not signing with the brand. So it sounds like some people said Tiger Woods left Nike to join On Runnings, to partner with, to collaborate with On Runnings. But this brand is saying, no, that's not true. It's just speculation. It's just speculation. We hope, okay, so now we have quotes again, so we know someone is saying this. And this time, the last company that was referenced was On Runnings. So these words are coming from the CEO. We hope he finds a great new partner is not going to be us, Maurer told The Gathering. Gathering, this means the group of people who came together. Now, the last reference towards some sort of a group event was conference. So I understand that the gathering represents the people, the individual people who came together as a group to attend the conference. Let's continue. Nike has almost been synonymous with Woods. Synonymous. Most language learners know what this is, because when two words are synonymous, they mean the same thing. Tired, sleepy, they mean the same thing. It's just a different way to say it. So those two words are synonymous. Now, when something is, this is our verb to be conjugated in the present perfect. So when something or someone is synonymous with something or someone, it's saying that those names are so closely connected. So when you hear the name Tiger Woods, you think of Nike, because Tiger Woods always wears Nike. But then also when you think of Nike, you think of Tiger Woods, because every time you see a billboard, a poster, a promotion for Nike, Tiger Woods is on it. So those two are synonymous. Nike has almost been synonymous with Woods from when he first went pro in 1996. So pro, this is short for professional. So when Tiger Woods was just an amateur golfer, but then he went pro. He became a professional golfer. So that took place in 1996. Wow, a very long time ago. So I wrote that here, and notice the pronunciation of amateur, because quite different from the spelling to go from an amateur to a professional. That's to go pro. So Tiger Woods went pro in 1996. So our verb is to go, so it's just conjugated in the past simple. Tiger Woods went pro in 1996 to his Masters win in 2019, his first major tournament win in 11 years. Even though a scandal drove sponsors such as Gatorade, AT&T, and Accenture away from Woods, losing him an estimated $20 million, his relationship with Nike stayed intact. Okay, let's talk about this. A scandal drove sponsors away. So first, let's talk about a scandal. A scandal is when someone in the public eye, like Tiger Woods, someone does something, so an action, but it's considered wrong or immoral by the general public. And when everybody talks about it, they're talking about a scandal. So a scandal represents the actions that are considered wrong or immoral. So this is the something that drove sponsors away. Now, in this case, away is an important part of the expression, but it's divided by listing out the sponsors. But the expression is something drives something away. Now, the something can be a someone as well. So something or someone drives something or someone away. Now, in this case, the something, so in this case, the scandal, is the reason someone leaves or ends a relationship. So going back to our romantic relationship, because we were talking about that with splitting up and breaking up, you could say his laziness drove her away. So this is the something, and it's the reason why she left or ended the relationship. His laziness drove her away. Now let's look at this next part. His relationship with Nike stayed intact. So if the relationship stayed intact, it means it stayed together as a whole. But his relationship with these other sponsors, it fell to pieces. So it's not in whole. But this is a positive thing. It stayed intact. To give you a simpler sentence, despite the scandal, Woods' relationship with Nike stayed intact. So it means his relationship with Nike wasn't damaged by the something, and in this case, the something is the scandal. Woods signed a 5-year endorsement contract. So here again, 5 years is used as an adjective, which is why you don't see an S on it. Woods signed a 5-year endorsement contract with Nike in 2000. It was worth an estimated $85 million, making it the richest endorsement contract in sports history at the time. So what's the time? The year 2000. So since then, there have been other endorsement contracts that are worth more than 85 million, but at the time in 2000, it was the richest endorsement. So this is an important expression to add because you can use this to say that information was true, but not true now necessarily. At one point, Woods' Nike deal, so notice there's an apostrophe here. It's because Tiger Woods, the S is on his last name. So you just have this apostrophe to show that the Nike deal belongs to Tiger Woods. So in this case, Nike is being used as an adjective, the Nike deal, to describe what type of deal. So Woods' Nike deal was reported to be worth as much as $20 million a year. CNN previously reported. Woods signed multiple deals with the company over a span of nearly 3 decades. So a span of means it happens over that period of time. So you could say, I studied English over a span of 3 days. So that action of studying English took place over 3 days. That's a span of. So this is commonly used with time references. So over a span of nearly 3 decades, 1 decade is 10 years. So that is 30 years. So I'll write 1 decade is 10 years. So that's 30 years, including a 10-year deal. So again, this is an adjective to describe the deal. A 10-year deal signed in 2013 that's worth about $200 million. Woods is still one of the best known athletes. So notice here, we have one of. One is singular, but athletes is plural. This is a mistake I see a lot of students make. They see one of and they assume the noun should be singular. But in fact, when you have one of, the noun needs to be plural, because if you have one of, it means that there's more than one athlete and you're just taking Tiger Woods, but there are other athletes. So it has to be plural. So let's review these 2 sentences. JForrest English is one of my favorite YouTube channels. So notice channels with an S because we have one of. Thank you. Thank you very much. Or you could say JForrest English is my favorite YouTube channel. Now in this case, there's only one. So channel is singular. I'm honored either way, and thank you so much for watching my YouTube channel. It means the world to me. So don't forget that S when you use one of. Woods is still one of the best known athletes in the country, 3 times better known by the general public than the average athlete, according to surveys by Q Score. And that's the end of our article. So what I'll do now is I'll read the article from start to finish, and this time you can focus on my pronunciation. So let's do that now. Tiger Woods and Nike are splitting up. Tiger Woods has broken up with Nike after a 27-year collaboration with the world's largest sportswear company, the golf legend announced on Monday. Over 27 years ago, I was fortunate to start a partnership with one of the most iconic brands in the world, Woods wrote on X. Woods went on to write that there will certainly be another chapter. Nike bid adieu to Woods on Instagram, saying, "Tiger, you challenged your competition, stereotypes, conventions, the old school way of thinking. You challenged the entire institution of golf. You challenged us, and most of all, yourself." Popular Swift sneaker brand On Running's CEO Mark Maurer, addressing speculation following Woods' departure at Nike, told an audience at a conference on Monday that Woods was not signing with the brand. "We hope he finds a great new partner. It's not going to be us," Maurer told the gathering. Nike has almost been synonymous with Woods, from when he first went pro in 1996 to his Masters win in 2019, his first major tournament win in 11 years. Even though a scandal drove sponsors such as Gatorade, AT&T, and Accenture away from Woods, losing him an estimated $20 million, his relationship with Nike stayed intact. Woods signed a 5-year endorsement contract with Nike in 2000. It was worth an estimated $85 million, making it the richest endorsement contract in sports history at the time. At one point, Woods' Nike deal was reported to be worth as much as $20 million a year, CNN previously reported. Woods signed multiple deals with the company over a span of nearly 3 decades, including a 10-year deal signed in 2013 that's worth about $200 million. Woods is still one of the best-known athletes in the country, 3 times better known by the general public than the average athlete, according to surveys by Q Score.
So, did you like this lesson? Do you want me to make more lessons just like this? If you do, then put More news, put more news in the comments. And of course, make sure you like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe so you're notified every time I post a new lesson. And remember, Pace AI is giving you a free 7-day trial. I know you'll love using Pace AI because it will help you become fluent fast. You can click right here to start your free 7-day trial, or you can look in the description for the link.